Hello. In this video, we're going to just do something a little bit different. We're going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to actually expand on it a little bit. And I'm going to use what's called a try-except structure. So if we revert this back to its original state, where we had the problem, it was just right here. Essentially what the problem was that if the user entered two numbers that were negative, and we tried to take the square root of those two numbers, or if the sum was negative overall, we tried to take square root, we get a runtime error called a value error. And let's just simulate that quickly. So if I put negative 10 and positive 3, the sum is negative 7, which, there it is, a runtime error called a value error. Well, it turns out we can use an interesting structure to get around this. And what it is, it's called a try-except structure. And it looks like this. We write the word try, and I take any code we want to try, and we put it inside like a typical code block. But what we always pair a try with is something called an except. And the except has to reference a specific type of error. And in this case, we're going to check a value error. So I'm going to say try something, except if you get a value error, come down here and do this. And what I want it to do is print can't take the square root of a negative. So this is a really simple way to introduce what's called a try-except. And in Java they're called try-catch. Basically what it says try these lines of code, and somewhere inside this code block is going to be a line of code that might cause a value error. And what it says is if a value error occurs, jump down to here and execute the code associated with it. Oh, I think I have an error in my code here. Let's try. That's better. So now, if I give this a whirl, it still works if I put 4 and 7, and I take the square root of a positive. But now, if I put negative 1, negative 100, it essentially tries to do it, but it has the value error, but it says I don't have to crash, I'm just going to jump down here. This is a great little structure. It actually is one that's going to help you avoid runtime errors when someone tries to process a string like an integer. And it's a good thing to try yourself if you're interested. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.